Deep in the Whisperwood, where sunlight dripped through leaves like honey, lived a young girl named Emma. She had a special friend, a tiny firefly named Luna. Unlike other fireflies who loved the dark, Luna adored the light. Every morning when the sun rose, she'd fly to the highest branches and bask in its glow. One day, while basking, Luna saw something magical. A trail of glowing butterflies, each one more brilliant than the last, was making its way through the trees. Curious, she flew after them. Emma, who had followed Luna, soon found herself in a part of the woods she'd never seen before. And there, nestled between moss-covered stones, was a pond. But it was the butterflies that truly stole the show. They were creating a perfect circle of light around the pond, a living, breathing rainbow. As the butterflies finished their circle, the rainbow dipped its paintbrush into the water, and with a splash, the first water lily bloomed. More splashes, more lily. Soon the pond was filled with the most beautiful flowers Emma had ever seen. Then the butterflies vanished, leaving Emma and Luna alone in the suddenly darkened woods. Emma gasped. The flowers were fading, their colors draining away. And as she watched, a tear hit the ground and dissolved into a tiny puddle. Startled, Emma cried out. Had the beautiful flowers just vanished because of her sadness? Feeling awful, she sank onto a nearby log. She didn't want to be responsible for ruining this magical place. Suddenly, she felt a tap on her shoulder. Startled, she turned and saw a fairy no bigger than her thumb. The fairy, whose wings shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow, explained that she and her friends had woven the rainbow pond into existence. It was a place where the magic of the rainbow touched the water, causing the lily to bloom and the surrounding woods to shimmer with color. But why were the colors fading? The fairy asked. Because your friend Luna stepped on one of the lily, crushing its petals, the fairy explained. To fix it, you must find the butterfly fairies and ask them to weave new flowers for the pond. But be careful, Emma. If any more petals are crushed or any tears fall into the pond, the magic could vanish forever. Emma knew she had to act fast. The lily were already losing their color. She thanked the fairy and raced into the woods, Luna buzzing anxiously beside her. The woods seemed darker than before, but Emma pressed on, calling out for the butterfly fairies. As she searched, she saw more of the beautiful lily, each one more faded than the last. She had to hurry. Suddenly, she heard the softest giggle and peeked around a tree. There, on a bed of moss, sat four tiny figures, each one with gossamer wings like the first fairy. They were the butterfly fairies. Taking a deep breath, Emma explained what had happened and asked if they could make new flowers for the pond. The fairies, whose wings shimmered with every color of the rainbow, agreed. With a wave of their magic, new flowers sprang up around the pond, even more beautiful than the last. Emma and Luna watched as the fairies flew away, their work done. Then Emma did something crazy. She jumped into the pond. To her surprise, the water was freezing cold, but that wasn't the worst of it. The flowers, instead of being pretty and colorful, were now wilted and brown. Panicked, Emma waded to the shore, pulling wilted flowers from the water. What was she going to do? Then she noticed something. One tiny flower, smaller than the rest, still held a drop of rainbow color. Kneeling down, she carefully pulled off a petal and tucked it behind her ear. As she did, she felt a tingle, then another. Soon, she was surrounded by dozens of glowing butterflies. Emma and Luna had done it. They had brought the magic back to the rainbow pond. And so every year, when the first firefly glows of dawn, Emma and Luna visit the rainbow pond. It may be small, but to them, it's the most beautiful place in the whole Whisperwood. The end.